Hello, this is StarCon633, and today I'm bringing you a review of the D-Arts Mewtwo figure. Ever since Bandai decided to start with the D-Arts line, they branched out to several different shows, including animes and other visual arts, like in video games and everything. And they started with Digimon, and now they're going to the realm of Pokemon. Pokemon, if you haven't known by now, is a really, really popular franchise in both America and in Japan, obviously. So, I guess they decided to go with the very first figure, which was Mewtwo, as you can see here. Obviously, they went ahead and decided to also make Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise, along with, I guess, some others if they decide to announce them later. Mewtwo is not the best figure at all, but since it is the first Pokemon D-Arts figure, I expect that there are going to be some issues with it, since this is something new to them. The whole thing with the articulation of tail, I understand and everything. It does help with articulation. It just looks kind of visually strange with all the joints here. Because obviously you see in the show it's more streamlined. Obviously you won't have any of these, like, joints in Animal Man. As well as I was disappointed at the fact that this figure doesn't like to hold together very well. What I mean by that is, hopefully it doesn't do it, but if it does, understand. His hand, this one especially, tends to pop off a lot because it's on a very small ball joint, which is kind of disappointing. But what can you do? His fingers are all basically articulated, but obviously because the hands tend to pop up, I tend not to move those around too much. His head, because of the way that his design was made, it's on this little weird joint that allows him to move his head all the way down and still go in from here. And because of the character, he likes to stay on his tippy toes. So that's why he's got this weird balancing issues as well. The tail kind of helps it, but this figure's not all that good. His arms are fully articulated, allows him to full movement, and is articulated on the shoulders. But it's really tight, so tend to not move the joints on this figure all too much. His legs are also articulated, can go a little bit out there. His feet can go around and then kind of pivot there. And that's it for the Mewtwo's in terms of articulation. He also has waist articulation, but the bottom one is extremely tight, so I really don't want to move it down much for fear of breaking it. For a first round bonus, he came with, well, this one always comes with the figure, this Pokeball stand, which looks really nice. And this little unarticulated, like, I guess you could say like a D-Art Zero, or whatever you call it, Mew figure. It's just a standard Mew figure, it doesn't do anything, you just plug it on the stand and pretty much he stays there. To go into the box, it's this big rectangular, almost pinkish box going around. Shows up the back of the figure. Guess showing that the stand does come with it. It's a nice shiny design here and a bunch of Japanese sides. This figure though opens actually from the top, not so much on the sides like other Bandai related figures. And the only other accessory he has is another hand. But this hand has a specific objective, which I'll show now. Fortunately, mine doesn't like to work that well, so let's see how it will go in this review. It's this triple layer kind of packaging. Let's quickly close this off. Put this down for now. It comes with this extra hand, and what I thought would be kind of like a full-on ball is actually just a flat piece of plastic with a lot of like sharp ends. So this is supposed to be like a psychic energy attack or something. Basically all I need to do is remove the hand. Look at the other one here. And then just kind of find the hole here. Just plug it into the peg that's on this other hand that it comes with. And it pretty much does some kind of like energy blast thing, but like I said, mine doesn't tend to stay on very well, which is another failure to the toy. Can't even work its gimmicks, which is really not good. Let's plug this in. Please stay on. It's something like that. It's not the best accessory. It looked better on the shows, like the Tommy shows and everything. It's not the best looking thing. I tend to not use it. I just keep it in the box. Just plug it back in here. Would I recommend this figure? It's kind of a 50-50. If you really like the character, and if you wanted a good figure of Mewtwo, I guess I can't really stop you from picking it up. It's kind of hard to get a hold of anyways now, because unlike Fig Arts, when D-Arts are out, they usually disappear for good, or at least for a very long time. And it gets really expensive on the secondary market. So I guess if you get this guy cheap, I say I guess if you want, pick it up. But don't go out of your way and go crazy about it, because, like I said, this figure is a lot of issues, but understandable for the first Pokemon D-Arts they made, so can't really complain. You might get a better copy, I don't know. Anyways, please comment, subscribe, check out Tokyo News, Hirotaku, and the other channels down below, and I'll see you on YouTube. Bye.